let's say we go into the news, or we just go online, and off of headlines or whatever have you, there's this picture of something called science. And this science, from just what we pick up around, the idea given is like, well, this explains everything. Like, science explains this, science explains that. And so it's, as we look at it, it's a bit materialistic in a sense. But this picture of science being this comprehensive thing that covers all these different areas, from either historical, like cosmological, or something like the existence things, consciousness. This idea of science touches all of those, and it seems it's more than just like the scientific method or something, but it's like this whole framework of something that works. And in this framework, this idea of this comprehensive science that we're picking up, it's like you pick up the idea that it doesn't need God. That like if everything's explained scientifically, and if someone believes in science, they don't need to believe in God because life and everything else has its explanations in science. Now my question is to you, like, how does this impact Christianity? Is this idea of science, is that really science? And does it really exclude the necessity for God? Obviously, I don't believe it does, but I want to hear what y'all's response is.
It occurs to me that the question itself has a built-in false assumption. If we have all this science, why do we need God? What do you mean, why do you need God? The two aren't in competition. You're talking about a method of study developed by fallible, limited creatures by comparison to the transcendent, sovereign creator of all things. It assumes, it already has built in that God only exists in the gaps of our knowledge. It already has the God of the gaps view of God to begin with. So why would we need God because we have science? Well, it's not even a comparison. It had to have nothing to do with each other. So we have this method that's a very good, very wonderful method to learn things about the world, about the nature and the way things function and be able to do things. Okay, well, that's great. That's in nature. God is transcendent, sovereign creator. Regardless of what we learn and know within the universe, that doesn't change him existing outside of the universe. So, the question itself kind of seems to come from a faulty understanding of who God is and what science is. So.
That little church on Liberty Hill, come praise the Lord, let your cup be filled. Raise your voices and we'll sing, let God's freedom ring from that little church on Liberty